Welcome to the intro again. Because of its popularity, I am host 0. I'm Sean Plott, and this is host 1. Who's it?
I'm Lee. Lee Grainer. Hi. Hi.
And I am Sean Bloom, host 2.
That's right. We start our indices at 0 because we are not foolish. And I don't understand why at any point indices start at 1. It's appalling. Welcome to Mostly Walking, the show where we're going to keep playing Call of the Sea. And I do want to tell you that the third time is actually not the charm. This is our third intro attempt, and the first one was good, and this one can be described only as kind of mediocre. But we're very excited to be here today.
Charm.
It's the charm. It is the charm of the show, because you never know if we're live or if this is going to be cut, which is why you tune in. Ya a boozle. We're going to be playing through Call of the Sea. We're on, I believe, Chapter 5, maybe close to Chapter 6.
We're close, right? We're close to the end?
It is a 6-chapter game. Indeed, we get to the island in search of our husband, our old pal. And then we searched around the island, kept finding more ways to go deeper, started to discover there was some interesting technology, started to discover that there's hints of civilizations and beings and fish folk that used to live there. We now have webbed fish hands, as you can see.
Oh yeah,
we do.
Here,
we can
in a moment.
We can deploy. We can deploy and retract.
Okay, so now having webbed fish hands. Wow, I had a hard time parsing that.
Fish hands Fridays.
That is one thing, but the thing is that this whole game we've been following our old pal's trail, one step behind him as he sort of proceeds through this island, and then.
We're not going to cut it. We're not going to cut it. That's the show.
One of these years we'll get it right.
Yeah,
look, I'm just still messing around with my focus.
That's good. Mess around, focus, and all that good stuff. Now, Sean Bloom, you had a great little bit. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it twice.
I'm going to bring the energy to it again. First time energy. So, this whole time we've been exploring this island, we've been one step behind our dear old pal, our husband who we're chasing, following his trail through notes and abandoned campsites. As we sort of as we go our merry way, and then we got to the point where he was like, "Okay, that's it. I'm stopping here." And then we kept going. And what happened to him? Where is he?
He seemed to have been snatched by something. That was what was implied. It seems that there's some snatching going on.
There was an implied snatching.
Snatchery.
The
snatchery.
A common literary mechanism, the implied snatch.
Man. Is this? Can we? Well, no. I just really want to tell you somebody else's joke, but I don't think there's a way to do it that doesn't steal their thunder. So
no, that's okay.
I won't.
If you take someone's joke and they're upset, there's mechanisms whereby you literally just sigh at YouTube and they permanently ban my channel for the rest of my life. So feel free to. There's tools in place.
No, it's okay. The magic is gone now, anyways.
Yeah.
I spoke the. That's why in Hansel and Gretel they say, "Don't speak the moment, young Hansel." Isn't that the? I just made that up.
Wait,
Isn't
what?
That the,
Did you just what?
No,
the moral of the story? Don't speak the moment, young Hansel. Remember when they say that?
Gosh, it
just
really
making this up, but go with it.
Accurate. I think you're right. No, don't speak the moment. And I feel like that's what made the grim
young Hansel
fairy tales so compelling, is that the morals of the story were always, in and of themselves, possibly not even sentences. And I think that's really what kind of keeps the mystique up.
But eminently quotable.
Eminently quotable.
They also said, didn't they also say water animal forever? Water animal forever.
Water animal forever.
Forever.
I want to learn how to say water animal forever in sign language. So that way, if we're ever at a loud party at a GDC, I can be like, water animal forever. I mean, that would be amazing. I want to be able to do that so badly. Oh my god.
I just want to get the tat of that symbol so I can just flash it.
Oh yeah, right? Get it somewhere that's pretty much just conspicuous, right here, right to the side of the center line of the throat, just right there. What does that mean?
People will be like, "Oh, is that from Harry Potter?"
Yeah, water animal forever. And things.
I want to get a tat of that, and then I want to get next to it a tattoo of the turtle from the Dig.
Yeah, water animal forever. Oh gosh, I am so happy to be playing this. There's a number of really exciting titles coming up after this. There's Incadya, which is another game that was recently released. That I can't wait to show you the trailer for this. Well, we'll take a peek at the end of this.
Sweet.
When I can close Call of the Sea and reclaim my CPU cycles.
Right.
And I can't remember, but there was Loco Motive is a recently released and well-reviewed game that tries to capture some of the feel of the LucasArts classics.
That's just a word, right? Locomotive.
Yeah, it's crazy motive.
Yeah, like an insane reason to do something.
Doesn't locomotive just mean madness of the method?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. There it is. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up, and I mean I'm ready to play video games.
On tonight, I thought you were talking about tonight. Like we have a lot of exciting things in store for this show.
Yeah.
First, we're going to start with some video games.
Drops. Yeah. But it appears to be holding reasonably strong. So, in case you're wondering where we were, we have just come from up there. We discovered, you can see this sort of faint outline. Actually, can I? Yeah. We came from this thing, which is kind of like a teleporter that we touch as a human, and then we become a fish and pop out this side. We've learned, literally, like no joke, we've become a water animal forever, possibly. Like, that's the sort of implication.
Yeah. Yep.
And for any of you
the implication is that maybe we've always been a water animal forever.
Yeah.
Like in waiting.
Yeah, and we were like a land animal temporarily, I think is the term for what a human being is.
I mean,
but
that's what water animal forever means.
So, if you'll recall, we were in a village last time trying to raise and lower the water levels because it implied that there was like a ruling caste and a slave caste, and the slave caste they basically became water animals forever. I'm trying to figure out a way not to say the same thing every time because we were saying it to be funny, but they figured out a way, and there's an implication that there's a giant, spooky, otherworldly water monster that's behind all of this. So
they call him a big water animal forever.
And this
but
is
like
where
a very sort of old one, risen from the deep kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, it's like let's crack into an old one. Like toss me an old one.
Crack in to
an old one.
So we can't go this way.
What's the thing underneath it? What's the little deal?
Oh my god!
Yeah, looks like you got a puzzle. You got a puzzle down there.
Yeah,
it's one of those transistors.
Lady puzzle down. So,
interact. Use your mouse to interact.
Yeah, so we have to hit the buttons so that the two collections of water wetten the center at the same time.
What is this? Is it just to... What's the point of this?
I need to rotate it. Ah,
potato.
Oh, yeah, now it's going to go, down?
Oh, either way's fine. Okay, great.
Oh, yeah, no, that seemed good, right?
So yeah, we need to have it this way. Okay, so let me interact with you.
Lee, I assume it's so that, like, these buttons inevitably get knocked by debris, like water debris.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's not going to accidentally set it off, because you have to time it exactly right.
Okay, I have no control. We've entered the land of questionable CPU frame drops. Oh.
You've entered Kokiri Forest, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
This is actually very lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, like, they developed a water shader, and they are using the hell out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh god.
Oh my god, the
Look
frames.
Look at this eye. Isn't it neat?
Yeah.
What was that about? Who was that?
That ancient god ate all of our frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it destroyed. Oh shit! Yeah, good. I can pause this.
He was like, "I see you. Hello."
Yeah.
Water drainage.
And
Direction changes.
Yeah. And before anyone makes a comment, yes, I have a dual PC setup, as most people do, but I'm also having to encode a stream to send to Sean and to Lee, which is where my CPU decides, like, fuck you, I'm out. Yeah, no, yeah, certainly not a robot is totally correct. Our frame rate is getting completely schnauzered in this sequence.
100%. 100%.
It's, you can think of it as like mining Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if I had to stream myself mining Bitcoin to you, my computer would blue screen immediately.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wow.
Oh, I
Okay,
mean,
Well,
it looked great
just think
for
of
me.
it as mist. Yeah. Bring me the blue frames. I need more blue frames.
Oh, whatever. All right, so can I get out of this water? I'm like literally looking for a location to. Yep, thank you. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I don't get. Oh. Yep, this is it. This is exactly. It looks exactly the way that you're seeing. Oh, please get me out of the fucking water.
Call of the CPU.
Yep, there we go. And yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Easy, super easy. Frame rate animal forever. Dude, I like that
That's
joke.
right.
Call the CPU.
Yeah, that's very good.
That ladder. Someone set up camp in here.
Somebody who
Wait.
camps on a ladder.
Look at that mural. What's the mural say?
Now, first we got to figure out, is this a left to right or a right to left
Looks
culture?
like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
Oh, that's a sanctuary. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
Sanctuary.
graham cracker.
Yeah. See, this is... For any of you who are curious about the behind the scenes on this show, basically the way it works is that I do nothing but monitor gauges, play the game, and fix tech problems. And then Lee and Sean provide all the jokes, commentary, and actual
We
content
distract
of the show.
from that. Yeah. We're basically the curtain in front of the Wizard of Oz.
That's right. It's misdirection.
You're a lizard, Harry.
Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other
Fish or
means
die.
death.
You there, fish or
Oh.
death? Fish, please. Very well. Give him fish. Alright, let's do this one more time.
We're gonna get to decide whether we want to live forever as a fish person
Or for never as
human
a
again.
human.
I think that's right.
Probably.
Do you
You
think
there.
that stuff right there is just all their old eggs?
Yeah.
Just
it's
Oh
Wild
my
things.
god.
like old eggs.
That would be pretty rank, man. They just, like, laid a bunch of eggs and were like, nah, I'm out.
Did you?
That's right.
At some point, did we actually remove the gloves
Yes.
in order to turn into fish hands? Okay. Forgot that moment.
What is this? This...
Oh, did I almost forget about Harry?
Did I almost forget about Harry?
Did you almost forget about Harry?
It's almost as if I lived my life and
What?
forgot about my husband.
I think this bitch almost forgot about
Boat?
Harry. Oh my god.
Ah.
Boat? Transportation?
Boat.
Oh.
Stand-up comedy. You ever have those days where you forget about Harry?
Let
How
me
did
out of my
Harry
wallet.
get here?
Yeah, I mean, I think... Let's try this, Ghosty. Alright, maybe that'll be good. Wow, looks like they were
Oh,
playing something.
boy.
Painted these symbols on the wall.
It's some sort of...
Someone was obviously in math class.
Yeah. It's a rudimentary form of Texas Hold'em. Like, do you remember that period in time where every single TV show had the episode about poker? Where the main character
Yeah.
was like really good at poker and beat that episode's villain in poker? Oh, that was good.
Can we get a supercut of just all the like 1-minute explanations of Texas Hold'em from all of those shows?
Yeah, it's a game about momentum, like all these bullshit stories. They're like,
That's called the River.
So this is like this is a number system of some kind, right?
yeah. So this is swirly twirly is 5 squiggly wigglies, and
This is like only 1% of people will get this right.
vases or faces. Could
Yep.
be eyeballs, squiggly wiggly. Oh, Ghosty. Oh my god, of course. That's what's going on. Oh, watch this, Ghosty. Watch me.
Thought you said the frame rates was fixed.
Alright, so Harry scribbled these symbols. Yeah, yes, we have. Eyeball is vases and squigglies.
No,
these
swirly.
two.
Swirly is vases and squigglies.
Wait a minute.
If these are-
have little.
If these are addition, we can kind of
So-
figure it out, right? Because we've got everything except for the eye. We should be able to solve for the eye, right? In terms of
Vases-
like
Vases is
Line.
4
Oh.
squiggly wigglies, right?
Oh, my brain parsed this
yeah.
as this. I thought these were the same.
no, they're different.
Oh my god! I
they're
can't believe I've
different.
done this. All right, give me
I'm
1
assuming
sec,
those are
everybody.
equations. Are those equations?
And then what was the middle one? Is
Vase, wiggle, and an eye. So an eye is
an eye for
no vase. A vase is. Wait, where'd you see a vase?
Oh yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, vase
is a
is 4.
swirl.
Yeah, vase is 4.
Right.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Right?
So
And
then
then-
an eye is 3 squiggles.
4
And
and
I
yes,
is
this is 3. All right.
Yeah.
So right now we have
Simple.
5, 4, 3, and 1. Yeah.
Does that work with that works with addition and subtraction, but does it work if it's multiplication? I feel like that has different
Well, I'm gonna assume that it's not multiplication because like addition
Yeah.
is something that adventure gamers could do, and multiplication is something that no adventure gamer could do.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Ruins. Useless.
Ruins. Useless.
Useless. Is this? Was he listening to an album? Like White Sand Beach.
White Sand Beach.
What does it say?
Teahora building a raft.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this the
Where's
whole
the
island?
Yes.
Like a
looks
map
like
of
it.
the,
river
the
from
big
the temple
island?
summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so he came around the long way.
A sanctuary. Harry,
So
is that
we're
where
still
you
on
went?
the island.
Masters brought their
The
slaves
Masters
to
brought their
sanctuary.
slaves.
Oh.
The final stage.
The final fish down.
Oh
Alright.
dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too?
Oh gosh.
Why would this be why she's changing?
Alright.
Because she's
So
getting
the guide
closer to
left
the
the
sanctuary?
expedition. That would explain the workshop on the White Sand Beach, where I arrived.
Whoa.
Okay. We're playing Death on this island. I helped as long as I could, but I won't be an accomplice to this ritual madness. I'm returning to the White Sand Beach to build a
Whoa.
raft and leave this Maudite Isle. Whoa! I'll be
Maudite.
there.
Oh,
Change
is
your
that
mind.
French?
It's French for schnauzerd.
Yeah.
Yes, it's catching
Schnauzerd,
on.
anyway.
Oh my god, yes! Yeah! Woo! Oh man. Alright, Maru Roa and au revoir. Alright, cool.
Okay, alright.
So
they
what do you
found-
think this ritual business is
The sun
that
is setting.
Harry
It's
and
so beautiful.
Ms. Ward are doing?
I don't know.
My frames! My frames!
Bring the red frames. I think were they like, as long as we're around, we might as well do fish people stuff to ourselves?
I get.
Wait, I
I
think I
mean-
just saw the sanctuary. Sorry to interrupt, but I think
Out there?
I saw the sanctuary out there. Yeah.
Wait,
is
there's
it
a
just
sanctuary
like
out there?
across the way? Like, can we just walk over to it?
Oh, I thought that it was
The other
to
way.
right. Wait, whoa.
Go out
I
there
didn't-
again and then turn around to the left. I saw like 3. There's a ladder up there,
up in
first
the-
of all,
up in
but
the
if you
rock.
turn left and look up, wasn't there like 3? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, so
that's it.
there's 3 holes. There were 3 holes in the sanctuary picture.
Oh, were there? Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it looked like a graham cracker, but
Graham crackers famously
different.
have 3 holes in them.
and there's a
Yeah.
ladder up there. There's a ladder that's just too high.
Which must be how Harry and everybody got here.
Sean, you're killing me, man. Dude, graham crackers famously have 3 holes in them. Like, famously is the funniest possible word. Right? It's just like, oh, have you heard of a graham cracker? Oh yeah, they're famous. They have 3 holes in them. It's just the implications of the story. It tickles me. Alright, let's head this way. No, I don't want to have to look at my hands.
you're,
No.
you're disturbed.
Yeah.
That's right. It's an empathy game.
Now, for any of you who are curious, if you were able to see the body of your character in a first-person game, you would laugh. Like, I guarantee you those are just hands
Oh my
attached
gosh.
to nothing, moving like this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Do you
if
have
we look
feet
down,
in
we
this
see
game?
nothing.
No, you have no feet.
No.
Welcome to the water temple.
Here we go.
Who loves water
It's like a goofy owl.
This
Oh.
panel looks different from the
Where's the
others.
goofy owl?
It's much more elaborate.
Yeah, it's...
Look on the right hand wall. You can only see one of its eyes now. One of its goofy eyes.
okay.
Oh!
It's a goofy owl. Maybe it's a fish man. It looks like
It
the
might be a
creature from the Black
It could be a
Lagoon.
fish.
Did I ever tell you my little story about when I went to see the creature from the Black Lagoon in 3D in Los Angeles?
I know.
There was this dad and his little kid sitting behind me, and the little kid wanted to talk the whole time, but like the dad was like trying to shush him. But the thing is, the kid was just asking questions about what was happening, and he couldn't say the creature from the Black Lagoon, so the kid just called the monster Magoon. So he'd be like,
Lagoon!
"Where's Magoon?" Awesome. Wow, is this Ableton?
Yeah, this is my Fruity Loops
This must be my
beat.
transportation
Are
to the
you
sanctuary.
kidding me? You did that in 2?
Dude, I was this close on the first try. And I mean,
you
that's...
were. No, I mean that's wild. I'm impressed. I'm extremely
Thank,
impressed.
yes, place a puzzle in front of me and everyone goes, wow. Place any other game in front of me and everyone goes, how is Day9 so bad? He was like a good Brood War player and he messes up this game. Let me tell you what to do. And that's sometimes I close chat. I'm like, okay, I really appreciate
Wow.
the advice. And I close it and I'm just like, I start playing like all
Wow.
mad shit. Because the thing is that, like, look, if the gladiatorial arena was popular in ancient Greece or Rome, I always
Yeah,
confuse the two, which is an example of
Yeah.
how I'm not good at history. If it was fun then, we haven't changed that much. People love being like, I hope a tiger gets him and I can laugh at him as he dies. You know, like
There you go.
that's, yeah.
That's the human experience. That's just being human. Hey, look at this shitty boat thing you're on. It's gonna
And
hit
the
the wall.
airplane goes into the mouth. Nom, nom, nom.
I really feel like you're missing some orichalcum right now. Like I feel like you really need some.
You need to save us
gonna
all,
need a
Boston Low. Oh my God, you're doing it. You're saving us.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Use Boston
beating the
Low
game.
with down. You're beating it. Wow, we were really close to chapter 6.
Yeah, we were.
Is this chapter 6 yet, or is it just a still image?
Whenever it loads, it really
Yeah,
shits
this
on my
looks like
computer.
chapter 6. Look at that.
This is chapter 6.
Zalguffen.
Thalgoffen.
Thalgoff? Oh yeah, Thalgoff.
Thalgoffen. All right, close this. Reset this.
Boink.
Tsh. Tsh. Wait a quick moment, and then...
Yeah.
And we should be back. Oh my god, it's just... You know what? We're going to wait till we
Makes
land.
sense. Nothing bad
Yeah.
is going to happen to me here. As menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves. Like a wild animal against an unknown threat.
Oof.
What?
That's how they
Is this
perceive
whole
the
island a
expedition.
person?
I don't think we're still on the island, are we? I mean, I guess we are, but
That
like,
wasn't a
I think
threat.
we're all the way
I
up.
definitely wasn't unknown, was I?
I think we're picturing ourselves on
Holy
a boat
shit!
in a river.
Ah!
Tangerine
They seem
trees
to
and marmalade skies.
recognize me.
Hello!
As if I was one of their own.
Hey, buddy.
as if. But
Have fun
Everything
at the
seems
ritual
so distant now.
center, buddy.
As if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago.
Wow.
Oh.
Our old pal
Full moon?
fell in love with the
It
fish.
can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics? That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night. It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and everything will be as before. My perfectly
And it's beautiful.
ordinary life with Harry.
It's wonderful.
My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. Feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years?
There's something really, I don't know, there's something funny to me about this whole, like, monologue.
Dude, yeah, thank
It's
you.
just like,
No, because
it's
it's
just like, you know what? This feels right. Like, this,
No, this is-
see this, everybody? This feels right.
this is literally
It is
all
a
it needs
sanctuary.
is Harry, and this is a conversation of person A dumping person B, and I've heard it before. In the last week, everything has made more sense to me than the last 2 years,
Yeah.
and that's why, Sean, I just don't want to be together. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna play Brood War and listen to shitty electronic music. It's cool. Like, it's cool. I'm just going with the, no, you're a fish. You're a fish. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I respect you. You're a fish. I'm what?
I'm just, yes, you nailed it. It's like, it's exactly it.
Yeah,
I've decided, like, I really need this for myself. I need to be a fish.
yeah. I did some soul searching.
I did, and I happened to be near a fish tank at the time, and I've decided I want to be that. And you know, like I would say, as a 34-year-old or how the fuck old am I? 34-year-old. Like, if someone said that to me as like a friend or in a relationship or in a business situation, I would actually be okay, because I would be like, oh, well, yeah, no, if that's what you need to do, I fully respect that, and I'm an adult, and I've learned how to take care of myself, and though I'm sad that you are leaving me and are going to become a fish and will not interact with me, a human being anymore, I'll be okay, you know, and I wish you all the best. When I was 24, though, I rationally knew that that's absolutely their right to do, and that that's absolutely okay. Emotionally, I could not handle my shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if,
Sure.
if this type of communication is familiar to either of you, but for me, I would say things like, "No, it's fine." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get
No,
that
no,
voice
of course.
higher pitched. Yeah.
No, fine. Of course. No, that makes sense. like there's just like I couldn't because I was trying to let them know it was okay, but I wasn't okay. But I didn't want to share that I was okay, but I wasn't okay. Oh my god, like just no control over my breath or lungs, and all of a sudden I would just need to like turn around and like break eye contact or any risk of eye contact. Yeah, and when I hear our
So is this where you went, Harry?
our heroine saying this stuff,
Yeah.
yeah, it just
done.
brings me back.
Especially because she was like, I was so busy being a fish that I forgot all about Harry for a second. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, isn't that weird? That seems pretty weird.
I just feel so comfortable around your island.
Oh.
Okay, that's pretty...
I feel like I'm in school again.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
Oh, here's another camp. I mean, it's weird that they have so many supplies that they can set up camp and just leave all of their stuff.
That's right. How many fucking lean-tos are they running?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's time to go on the journey. I've brought 1,000 yards of rope, 70 crates, 12 tents. Like,
I don't think we need all 1,000 yards of rope. I think we can do with like 800. Let's just leave 200 here.
Yeah.
We'll bring the 800 with us.
We're running low on cooking pots. Our campsites are dwindling.
Dear old Adele.
No, my
You
friend!
should have trusted Cass.
Ah!
I thought she cared about you.
Cass?
But she's just mad.
Wait, what?
Obsessed with this
Cass.
place. I can't
Arr.
trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle.
Cass Ward? Is that a
This
person?
door.
I think
I
it
know
is.
how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only
Like, depends
way we
on
can
where.
work together.
You're talking
It
about
has to work.
inside?
All this can't be a coincidence.
Oh, he's a fish person
It's
too.
made for the two of us.
No,
Isn't it,
I think
Nora?
he's gonna go crazy like the doctor.
Oh, life crystals?
I have to think it over.
Life crystals.
I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow. Damn it. Stop writing.
Oh
What?
my God.
Saying, Harry, don't you see what the black ooze does? What it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind?
This reminds me a little bit of the... Oh, sorry, my frames. Let me just...
What? Okay, so Cass was. I thought she cared about you.
Yeah.
Makes me think that like they had a pre-existing relationship, which I didn't think before. I thought he just hired a bunch of people.
No, my
Yeah.
understanding is that he hired a bunch of people who claimed that they were interested in helping out Nora, which is us. So I think that that's what he meant. Is
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
which is like kind of a weird thing.
It's like the ramblings of a madman.
So did all of the people that they
Library?
used the black ooze to turn into
What
fish
are you
people didn't go
talking about,
crazy.
Yeah.
They just turned into fish. They still had the presence of mind to like all put their hands together to raise the water level and stuff.
No, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of talk of rituals. I feel
Yeah, sure.
like maybe that's a ritual thing.
Yeah, I gotta say there's another dimension to Nora that bothers me, which is that, like, listen to what she has to say.
A library? What are you talking about, Harry?
She has just had hallucinations, seen giant fish monsters. She saw herself in a giant landscape of bones in her house, and she's like, Harry, you need to get it together. Like, Nora
What
is
are you
not-
talking about?
This behavior of yours, Harry, is just so erratic.
What was the word? The last word on that last one?
Pracatos.
Percotus.
Oh, Panacatus.
Panacatus. Oh, of course.
Panacatus.
This sounds like some kind of snack filled with energy for gamers. That's what it sounds like.
Panacatus.
Have you ever wanted to eat some trail mix with 12,000% vitamin B12? Have Panacatus. right? It's just has that like slightly hard edge with a bizarre spelling. Has like a blue lightning bolt cracking through like a keyboard that's also glowing. Oh my god. Or is this some more Ya of Oozle shit, man?
Oh, God.
Exactly like the one I have.
You have
Oh
a
yeah,
dagger?
that's right. Yeah, sure.
What?
We have a dagger.
What? Why? Wait, why do we have a dagger with dagger? What?
Alright, well, whatever.
Artifacts on artifacts. Look at those tea candles.
Whoa!
They did have a lot of candles.
Oh, I wonder what this is. Whoa! Panagatos!
Fastactinus denectus.
Fast acting Panagatos. It's. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. I can't believe that anyone would ever watch this content with this fucking shit in the bed frame rate. Hold on. I don't know if it can be fixed. Like, it's gonna look smooth for a quick second, but I need to fire up my alternative
Banana cakes.
to Sean
Harry
Wade.
Doche said banana cakes.
De Panagatos.
Yeah, I like that.
Alright, I can't wait to get indoors, because there's just like way too many layers of post-processing here, man.
Yeah, there's like northern lights, southern lights, west and eastern lights.
Glowing octopus octopoodles. Oh.
Octopoodles.
Octopoodle.
You know, this just makes
Oh, it's a dagger.
life around
Clues
here
in a
just
petri
makes
dish.
sense.
Uh-oh. Ya
Oozy
Oozle.
news.
Yeah, that doesn't seem great.
We decided to set up camp over here this night.
Wait, what? Oh, maybe this is Castus camp. Maybe they camp separately.
Our dueling camps continue to.
So I have to put my hand inside?
What? He is yelling. It's not working.
He's not
Some
working.
Yeah. This is
I
his
have
Castus camp. She's spying on him while he tries to do stuff.
What? They both just sat down and ate identical cans of spam.
It must be
Yeah.
Cassandra's.
It's one of
What?
these weird phase cameras.
Wait, does she have a portable darkroom?
Harry asleep in his tent. What a
Apparently
creepy
she does.
photograph.
I turn it over and it's like onlyfans.com/Harry. It's like... Oh, yeah.
Nice. She sounds completely out of her mind.
I've seen the future. Eternity awaits me. Death awaits Harry. This seems very immodest of her. I dare
She's
say.
going to be a fish person forever. She desires to be.
Fish person back and forth
Oh
forever.
my gosh.
Let's give it a try.
Oh,
What do you mean? Oh,
and it just goes...
Oh,
Nom 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 nom.
you got bit by the fish.
looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
It's...
Where are your spots? Show me your hand again.
Yeah, well, wait. That
you
wasn't
know,
enough.
Mmm.
this is...
Do you dare to put your hand inside hungry fish mouth?
I desperately want to make this my Twitter profile photograph now. Just where...
Yes. No, that is amazing. That's very good.
I mean, just the sheer horror. Is there a way to crouch in this game? Because I want to get this from above. I want to get the Dutch angle of this bird, like this bird chin action. Which Pokemon is that? That's an Oozle.
Oh, okay, I had my mind blown. So,
Yeah?
you know Blastoise, the Pokemon?
Yeah.
I do, yes.
It's part tortoise. It's supposed to be like Blastus. It's supposed to be the same word ending as tortoise. So it should be like
Oh,
Blastus.
more
It
toys.
should be
It's Blastoise.
Blastus.
tortoise. Yeah,
Blastus.
Blastus.
Blastus sounds worse.
So it should be like
Blastus sounds like a different kind of a Pokemon.
Blastus. So we can so you can start calling a tortoise a tortoise.
Tortoise. Yeah, I like the color turquoise on a tortoise.
Tortoise
Yeah.
is good.
And then
Yeah.
someone made a little tweet thing that said like how do you say my name is in French? I forgot.
Je m'appelle.
Yeah. Sorry, because they said je m'appelle Blastois.
Je m'appelle Blastois. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I like that. That's very good.
Je suis un totois. I keep forgetting we have this. Uh-oh.
You can't.
Wait, what
You can't
happened?
say this.
Wait, what happened to the spots?
Oh!
Wait, so you have to get hole punch with the black ooze, then you have to do the play on hand.
No, that wasn't getting hole punch with the black ooze. Her spots moved around, is what she said.
I don't understand a lot about what's going on here, and I'm increasingly concerned that I'm not going to understand it. After
Yeah, that might be.
Oh, it's Chekhov's gun.
And the
You
gun
what?
barrel is empty.
Whoa!
What are you doing? What are you doing, Sean? No.
Yeah, Oh, I love survival crafting games. Okay.
Better that there's a gun
He's
out
behind
here.
that door. I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would
I
be
think
left
you're
of
gonna
the
find
man-
What do you mean, which
the other
Harry?
one.
And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
What are you doing? You found one note in which he talked about dreaming about a library.
And she's talking about the ooze thing, where he was gonna like do the ooze ritual. But then I thought he was like,
Oozel.
no, it has to wait. Don't want to go off half-cocked with this blood
Shame
ooze.
constellation.
That is
Right,
what
that's
he
a droid.
said. I mean, that was the last word that he wrote about it.
Yeah.
And then I guess presumably he must have done it, or we think he did it in order to get in here. And we also think that it might make him crazy. But it's not
Where
like
is this door leading me?
we've gotten to know this crazy Harry that we're dreading we're gonna find
They
back
carried
here.
these people here to test them, like a challenge of some sort.
This guy's got oozled. Yeah, oozled.
Okay, I'll go with the fact that she. Oh, it's a lot of black ooze. I'll go with the fact that she kind of understands a lot more than it seems she should be able to when she sees those things now, because she's obviously got some fish
Psychic
intellect.
connection.
Yeah, she's got some like fish, hidden memories, repressed.
All right, so we've got
Constellations
several
and stars.
constellations.
These people
Now,
Little less
I-
worship otherworldly gods.
I have not done anything except run around looking at these first.
I wonder what this means.
Okay.
Oh, this. Oh.
Oh, I guess we
Fourth
looked at
gen
the right hand, and then I guess it was the left hand. Okay.
I know,
cannot
but
understand
and it was
these
the
spots
left
on my
hand that we saw in the animation with the knife, and there was no whatever. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, dude. We got this is the 40th lantern.
Yes. Notes.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch.
All right. And it says some sort
That's
of
a-
creature, a pet, howl, 90 degrees rotation.
part.
Where?
Howl.
I wonder what this means.
Animals.
Bridges, gargoyles, dragons, animals.
Animals.
Oh,
All
wow,
these
this
papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
Harry was always terrible at paint by numbers.
All these papers are riddled.
He's trying to do his own connect the dots and couldn't figure out how.
Ah, I can't connect them all. He's getting so mad.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
Oh shit.
The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize.
You could always say
That's
that.
not the same sky you can see from Earth. And if that's
That
not
you
the
can't
Earth sky,
always say.
where am I now?
Where now, Brian?
Space time six.
So, is
Oh,
it
you can actually
two or
see.
two of them superimposed? Maybe.
I don't feel confident that I'd be able to look up at the starry sky and be like, that is not a starry sky I could see from Earth.
Agreed. Agreed. Although, if there were like 12 stars floating way closer than all of the rest of them,
Oh, it just occurred to me
Yeah,
that
that
I could
makes
probably look at this from different angles. I'm such a dim-dim. Like, we could do this.
Oh, that's a good puzzle. Rotatus, rotundus.
I'm going
Tomatus,
to ignore
tomatus.
this for the time being because I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Whoa!
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh. Oh, there they
Whoa.
go. There they go.
Hey,
And
you guys.
Oh,
I
they're
want to hit it
falling
again. Do they slurp right back in there? I mean, this is some technology.
Unpress that button.
Circular stones with strange carved symbols. These icons
The
on the
hell?
wheel are the same
Okay,
as the
so you're gonna.
constellations I have
I
in my
see.
hand.
And you're gonna use that from different angles to replicate the stars in the sky.
I feel like we've reached the point where everything is everything in this game. Her mind is just free associating, and then that's just manifesting in the world around it.
Yeah, so let's.
It's like when you have it's like when you have a dream where it's like I saw a constellation, and then I decided to walk inside it, and then I walked inside it, and I was in a room, and then my
Oh my
hand
God.
was the same.
I'm
Look
gonna
at
tell
that.
you, 9 times out of 10 when someone tells me about their dreams, I don't care. Like even
right.
I
even when I
actually-
hear myself talking about dreams. Go ahead, Lee. Tell me about your
I
dreams.
actually really like it. I really like it.
Oh, really?
Because all you have to do is ask them, like, oh, what, how did you feel about it?
And
So
what
they'll be like,
inspired
and
is that
it reveals so much.
Yeah.
You could be like,
Oh, okay. Because
what do you think that was about?
That's
So what do you think the
incredible.
repressed memory that's being expressed by that dream is?
Yeah, well, exactly. Because then they tell you stuff. Like, they'll be like, I had this crazy dream that there was a white rhino and it fell, like, on a parachute. And you'd be like, wow, how'd you feel about that? And they'd be like, ugh, just feel so, like, angry at, that I feel like that rhino is, my old PE teacher.
It's a pentagon-shaped
and
symbol
it's just
with
like,
channels
wow.
in its edges.
Wow.
that's
Wow.
Gosh,
I like
mean,
it.
That's just so much more socially sophisticated than what I do. I normally say, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you saying this to me? Just get a blog. I don't give a shit." And that's probably not a good way to maintain friendships with people that are trying to. Yeah.
No, I think dreams are great. I think some dreams are like they're really good at containing scenes you haven't seen anywhere else before or heard about anywhere else before. What? What are you doing?
Wait. So if I
So
lift this,
is that the only one that works?
it is.
Because that's the one that you have tattooed on your hand. So I think we need to assemble constellations out of different combinations of these 4 angles.
Yeah, and it looks like I can just do this one at this point in time. Okay, so if I like do this,
That's going to do nothing. Oh, that lights up that thing.
okay, so like I think I see. So we actually only get this symbol for all of them. So let me like fully reset this. So I think we have to make
Okay.
one of the constellations using only. I don't know what this shape is.
This
Where...
symbol rotated. It's the
I
hand
think
shape.
it's the sassy Y is what it is.
Sassy Y.
It's a Y. All right, let's.
Wait,
Okay.
you go back and get a new hand symbol from the fish, and use
I
that.
tried
Then?
to interact with it, and it would not.
Yeah, you
let
couldn't
me.
interact with it again.
So, okay, so this makes here's one of our Ys.
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah.
one, and then
Totally.
here's the other one. So there we go. So
Yep.
we find thick dot,
And
dot.
that's gonna unlock that door.
Yeah. So this is thick dot, and here we see thick dot, which is right here. So we go beep,
Thick dot,
and
thick
see
dot.
there's a thick dot, and then we come over here to the thin dot. Actually, are there any other? Oh, there's thick dot, and then there's no other that looks like that. Great. So then we come over to this one, which should have only thin twiggies. And here's only thin twiggies, baby. Thin twiggy. Worked.
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels
What
in
did
its
I mess
edges.
up?
Is that?
What was it?
Oh,
That's not
oops.
right. Because
Yeah,
there's. Yeah. Okay.
I have make a mistake. I take full responsibility. Wait a minute.
Sorry, I got distracted reading the chat. Chat is chat is like a whole content in and of itself. You could just read chat.
What am I messing up here? This is wrong. Because what we need is this one, which is thick, or thin, thick, thin, thick. All right, so thin, thick, thin, thick. Oh, Jesus, holy
that's
shit!
not
I'm an
right.
idiot. Oh my God, I'm humiliated.
As
People,
well you should be.
They just will accuse me of being someone that doesn't know the difference between thin and thick dots, and I have no defense against it.
Yeah.
They're thin, thick, thin, thick. Bang. Boom. Pow. And then I do go back to the same one that I was at before, right? Which is all Thin Thins. Which is a great comic. Rin Thin Thin.
Things got pixelated for me over here. Sean B, did you get pixelated too?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it'll clear. It's already clearing up, I think.
Yeah. Pixelation means that the internet connection's a little wobbly. Typically, it is the Discord server you folk are getting a little wobbly. If the frames are skipping, that means that my stuff is shitting the bed.
What if you hear a knocking sound whenever you turn on the internet?
Into a throne room.
You're gonna have to ask my brother.
Final step of the ritual.
What an odd structure, riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways.
Stairways do seem like not
Maybe it
the
only
thing
hurts the first
that.
time.
Oh, you're gonna get a new.
Oh, to right. I see. It's your right hand. I got it.
The second also hurts.
Ow!
It's the hungry fish.
Alright.
If I was an architect for fish people, I probably wouldn't build a ton of stairways. That's what I was trying to say.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Holy shit.
Oh, there's some Escher. There's some Escher stuff going on. Got it. Okay.
When I arrived on this island,
Sure.
I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong.
Wow, that sounds like every person on a study abroad program. It's just gonna be so weird to go back to the States.
Alright, so I now need to do...
Oh, you got an extra one. It didn't take away... I thought it was going to take away your first one.
Yes. I have the power of the Poozlies. Alright, so let me just... Oh, shit. Can I press both at the same time?
Did she describe what kind
of...
Oh,
okay, that's good. That's good. That reduces the complexity significantly.
Like, I assume that the fish statue was biting her, but did she really say what the...
No, she just said it hurt, and then the dots that were on her hand rearranged themselves.
Yeah, that's... The mind boggles at the many...
Alright, so it's the top left one, because see this shape here? This little half...
Yeah, I see that. I see two of those.
Yep, so there's the one, and then here's the other one, and then here's the Y shape. So what we need is the one that I did accidentally before is here, so we go boop, because that's this one, and then we need to step over here, I believe. And then we do this one, right? Here, right? And that gets this little part, right? You see that little part right there?
Yep,
and then we go
that looks good.
Across two of them, I think, over to where we were before. I think, I'm not 100%, but I'm not going to double check. I'm just going to go with my gut.
Is this part of the ritual?
Wow!
This is the ritual punching in various codes.
Yeah,
disarming the security system on all of our doors.
This is just the elevator.
Hey, I broke in. Just don't need anything. Just broke in. Just want you to know I solved it.
I really appreciate the security system
Black
where
and white figures.
the key to door number 2 is behind door number 1, and the key to door number 3 is behind door number 2. It's just like...
Each of those is what's known as a tumbler.
Fish chess.
Okay, that did nothing.
No, it did.
rotates
It's
this
on
one
the
here.
far left guy.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Oh,
What do you think
look at
those
that.
things are?
I think they're like dragons or
Oh wait, I think it's a laser.
gargoyles.
I think it's a lasers puzzle. See how they have
Oh.
an entryway and an exit way?
Yeah, but they
yeah.
also represent
Good
these
doggies, or
stone
dragons.
paths.
Whatever you are.
Oh, you know what they are? Animals.
They're animals.
Dragons,
You're
howling.
right.
Okay, so you see that there is where we go get more fish love. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. So no jumping here, huh? So that goes from there.
So you need to get dragons pointed at each other.
Oh, it's the white one. Okay, so this is the white one, and there's
the white queen. Sure.
Yeah. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
I'm having trouble telling what the... Oh, see, that one's clearly an animal. Right, I guess the others are just... Right, okay, they make a lot more sense.
No,
now.
not
It's
this
just-
fucking one. Why are you doing that way? Video game. Hit it again.
Ooh.
So...
Huh.
Okay, so I think what I need to do is I need to turn this one this way. And then I think I hit like this, and this will extend it all the way across, possibly? No, I see. This one is a little bit deceptive. This only extends out that many white
just a
blocks.
little
so
short guy.
This is the one that I need to adjust. So
I
what we
see.
do is we leave this one here, we adjust this one this way, fire that one off. This one appears to be correct, because these things join together. But this long one is going to need to face over that
It's
way.
going to go the other way. I see.
You see there's this one. No, this is wrong, because I see. Okay. Alright, so here's what I need to do. I need to go back, and I need to adjust this one. This one is actually going to join up to one of these. But what I need to do is I need to adjust this far back left gargoyle.
Huh. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because the back two white ones are correct. It's this back left black one that's incorrect. So if I do it like this,
Right.
and then I hit the button, so this will make everything just fine. Now the thing is that I'm going to eventually to come back to here. Actually, I
Well,
think
why
I
don't you
just
just
do
do
it right
that now? Don't you? Don't you just do that?
Whoops. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that should form it. Excellent.
I love the white stone.
Dude,
Just the look of it.
I should get my whole room just cold
In-
white stone.
All quartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and no play.
What, I forgot, what is Taj Mahal made
One
of?
more time.
I don't know.
Ow, that
Is it-
hurt. Again.
Is it porcelain? I don't know.
Porcelain.
It's probably not porcelain. Is it like
porcelain, bro.
I don't know. I guess it's not marble. It's not like
Oh, maybe it is marble. Brick in lime mortar veneered with red sandstone and marble.
okay.
I love the term semi-precious stones. It says that it's inlaid with precious and semi-precious stones. That's just such a like.
Yeah.
Such a dig at some of those
It is
stones.
semi-precious.
These are my
Listen.
dear and semi-dear friends. Okay, let me first reset this. And then I'll look at the tab thing real fast here. Alright, so we need to look at... So we now can make all these shapes. So we've made this one, and we need to figure out the next one to make.
bottom left, right? No.
No, I think it has to be this one. This is the only one that has the sharp bendies.
A palm reader would be like, wow, your marriage is complicated.
But oh, I see. Okay.
So we already made the top left, we already made the bottom right. Oh, we can actually make the bottom left one just already.
That's what yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, so we can make the bottom left one. See, we just happened to make this one, but this one we just make with one of these. There's one, and here's the other one. So we just...
Can we do that, though? Can we put them that close together? Because they have to...
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3.
Okay, got it, yep.
So
Sweet.
it's going to be... Is it this one's 1, 2, 3? I don't know why I just assumed that it would just be 1 to 1.
We're going to need them all to make the...
Yeah. The final fish down. Da-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. The final fish down.
This place is like a labyrinth. We were submerged in black ichor.
Ichor!
I always thought it was pronounced Ichor. Maybe that's because...
Kid Ichorus.
I think that
Very
I
seems
also
to be
thought
on the
that
brink of
when I had only read it, but I have heard it.
I don't feel the
said
slightest
now.
hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more.
I feel
focused
more
than ever.
sane than ever!
Alright, guys, rip our frames. I don't... it's going to be...
Stuttering
I
a
don't
little
care.
bit, but...
We need to get
Put
back
your
indoors and stick our hand in here.
Mouth.
Ah!
Chomp.
Oh, we got a...
Piece of fish. What a strange choice to make that painful. Like,
You
Right.
mean, like, for the designers?
yeah. There's like...
Maybe that's functional. Maybe, like, there wasn't an easy way to make it not painful.
No, I mean for the game designers.
Oh, for the game designers.
For the creators of the fiction, yeah. Like, I'm just not convinced I would have thought of that.
Huh. It seems very, like, tropey to me.
Oh, I guess you're right. There's yeah, whenever you have to stick your hand in something, it's gonna bite you. Like the thing in Dune, and then the thing in whatever that other movie was, where it's
Dune, yeah.
let's take turns putting our hands in this log where there's a scorpion thing.
I don't know that movie.
Which one was that?
Oh, right. Let's
Was
see
that, was
here.
that
So-
Did we...
Oh my god. Flash Gordon? Flash Gordon.
Alright,
and
so we need to
log.
find...
Oh no, I'm
It
thinking
was
of...
Flash Gordon. Holy shit.
Wow, Flash Gordon. What year, Flash Gordon?
80s?
Okay.
Hey, Shiro, what a good little kidder.
Yeah, they have kind of a
Just
Oh, it's
doing a
1980.
drive-by.
1980.
Yeah, a little...
Just walking across the keyboard.
All the doors are open, but where is the constellation I need to open the throne room?
Where do you think?
Where did
Where
it
do you
go?
think, Nora?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
She's
But I
either
bet
always
you-
like ahead of us or behind us. We're never on the same wavelength.
That's true. Yeah.
I think that
Another
Nora,
one
I
of
was meant to
those
be with the
gates.
island.
I have to get into the water again.
Water again.
So how did Harry do this one?
Poorly.
I think he did it while going insane. Harry was
Technically, he
absolutely
was
losing
in
his
the
shit.
membrane.
And the thing is that I cannot remember for the life of me what the name of the evil villainette is, but I know that my dog's name is Cece, and her name had a C in it, so now I want to call her Cece, or Seesaw.
Seesaw. I think it was Seesaw. I'm pretty sure it
Come
was.
on.
Good old
Spells with a
seesaw
C.
bone eyes.
One more time.
Ready for the fish tat?
Ow! That hurt!
Doink.
Again.
Again! Ah! Dun, na, 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 na.
If the end of this game is that Harry's like, no, it's all good. Now I turned into a fish person forever, water animal forever, too.
Yeah.
And we can just live forever as fish persons.
Man and fish. Yeah.
That would be pretty wild, actually. I'm not expecting that.
I can
That'd be
feel
pretty
the
wild.
torment of the thousands of slaves who
I think it'd be
perished
nice. I don't need a tragedy out of this game.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
let me tell you,
it is setting us up for tragedy. It'd be a pleasant sort of relief, I think.
I thought you were gonna say a pleasant release
Pleasant release.
from this mortal coil of game. This digital coil.
Alright, so I need to turn off the squigglies. I need to turn off... Why? I need to turn off the multi-angled squogglies over here. Here we go.
I think this device is over-engineered. There's not a lot of user interfaces that
Yeah.
roll into place.
I mean,
This
so
was
let's
tough.
see. So at the very least, we start off and we're going to make a Y like this. That's going to be starting with a thickie, going to a thinny, and going to a thickie. And, okay, so let's get me out of here. So where is, there it is. So we're going to Y this. Here we go. Boink. So we've done that, and then we have a horseshoe on the right.
Peregrine 23 says, so her hives were fish ink waiting to be formed into these patterns? And I think the answer is yes. I think that's accurate.
Okay, so we have this. That's just got to be the fucking weird thing. Because there's our double. Yes, we're just doing
okay. This is the...
Yeah, just this weird wiggly. Alright, so we got that weird wiggly. So there's your weird wiggly. And then we have, as our final one, this sort of gentle arc to the side. Great. EGPG.
Damn!
The sanctuary is
Nice.
open.
Yeah.
Time to find out what's waiting for me inside.
Sanctuary!
Alright, well, that's our show, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
amazing.
I was playing this game Rhyme, and I had played for about 6 hours. And I was like, alright, everyone, I think I'm good. And, like, the community manager of the game, like, typed in chat, it's like, whatever you do not stop playing the game. And the game literally had, like, 8 more minutes left, and was, like, a really moving and emotional ending. And I'm
my
just
God.
imagining if, like, the community manager had not done that, I would have, like, been completely and utterly confused, just, like, come back the next week.
Gotcha, yes.
Thorgoffen!
Some golf and dart nabbing.
Alright, well, this seems not great.
No. Oh.
Okay, alright.
For the
The
final
world tree is
boss.
on fire.
You drizzle?
Oh, I thought that we were going to go into this.
Made of...
Yeah, it does. It feels a little bit like that.
I feel like it is speaking to me.
Oh,
Heavens.
heavens to Betsy.
Heavens.
Heavens to Betsy. Yeah, I mean, this right here, this is dope.
I love
My
the tons
God.
of overlapping whispers.
My God. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh!
Ah! Ooh!
I mean, that is a
Nothing
disturbing
that happens here
effect.
appears to respect the most basic rules of physics.
What about a place where the room is alive?
Wait, do these... Okay, now this is just me perhaps cruelly looking at what the environment artists are doing. Okay, yeah. This is just they move in, they move out, they move in, they move out, because, like...
They're breathing, Sean.
I see. But, like, if you're moving, look at how strong of an effect
However,
this
as
is.
strange as it
Yeah,
may be,
that is
it does
wild. That is
maintain
very good.
peculiar harmony.
Yeah. SpongeBob SquareLungs.
Like the workings of a clock. Or a music box.
I just want her to look up and then a big zoom out and you're inside the music box the whole time. That's all I want from the
The
ending.
whole time.
Yep.
Oh!
Harry, is that you?
Welcome.
What is it?
No.
We're not so different, you and I.
You, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be.
Wait, I don't get...
Wait, is he? What is happening? He's gonna
What's
drown in black ichor?
Oh, I don't have
or-
control.
You do it.
Oh, I see.
Old pal!
Did you perform the ritual? You poor fool. But why?
What
I
does
don't
what does the
understand
ritual
it. Why?
do?
Knew it.
I don't
Knew it
know.
wasn't
I
going
don't
to work.
understand.
You knew the ritual wasn't going to work.
What? Whoa.
That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me.
What?
Why?
Wait, what? What's happening? What's going on?
Cut to black! Cut to black!
Wait, okay, so
I got the achievement.
Is she saying-
Powerful.
is she saying that Harry's working against her and, like, masterminding this whole thing? Is that what's going on?
He's at least partially masterminding something.
We're now in a dreamscape, right? Like,
Yeah,
we're
are
now
we?
in a...
Maybe Harry was actually.
I
the
don't
guy.
actually know. I mean, it looks like the dreamscapes that we've been in before.
Oh shit! Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Psychonauts! We Psychonauts now. Okay, here we go.
The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die, it had to be her.
Hold on, how does she know that he knew the ritual wouldn't work?
He
Again,
wrote it down. He wrote it down on a scrap of paper, like hastily in a weird way.
Okay, I'm hoping that all of this gets retroactively clarified.
No, here's-
I think that's what's happening here.
At the end.
I'm about to thesisize this. Okay, get ready,
All right,
everybody.
please.
Here it
I wanna
comes. Crickety crack, dirt off the shoulder.
Yeah.
I believe that Harry is not on this island to help us and cure our condition. I think Harry is actually the bad guy who maybe knew about this the entire time, has maybe been to this island before, and has actually been the one poisoning us or doing something with us for some of his wicked research. And so
Sure.
Harry, I believe, is now luring us to this island in order, or maybe these notes were just Harry writing these down for other people in the camp to see, or something like this. It was all a deception because he wanted to complete the ritual for himself so he could become all-fishingly powerful. Or maybe...
Okay.
So it's either Harry didn't want us to come here and was just trying to complete this ritual on his own, or Harry did this and is trying to lure us or some shit.
I think it's the lure, because there was a very clear, like, you never
She
sat
used
on
the
the
dagger
throne
to
that you
open the
wanted me
gates
to
and
think
carry
you
out the
did.
ritual.
By the way, Botan and Ryu, don't say another word. I swear to God, if you spoil, you are
It's too
banned
late.
from this channel for
She
life.
shot you with your own gun. Left you for dead, didn't she, Harry?
Wait,
Oh, okay.
what?
We're getting this is the
Oh my gosh,
explanation
I was-
right here.
Oh, crap,
So-
I talked over the explanation. I'm the baddie, not you, Botan.
No,
Ryu.
it's okay. So she shot him, and then she went in and picked up the wrong Holy Grail
Cass
and
shot
died
Harry and left him for dead.
I see.
because she
On
wanted
the-
to be
on the
first person.
steps. Because she wanted, yeah, she went
Cassandra
crazy and was
ambitious
obsessed.
and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets.
She'd stop at nothing to become fish
The
person.
island fueled that hunger for knowledge.
The island thirsted that hunger for knowledge.
So she had a duplicate knife. Okay.
I can only move.
I had doubts about whether the ritual would work. What happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you.
People like you? What does that mean?
Botany Roo
I
2
think-
says thank you, period. Sorry, Botany Roo. Botany Roo's
humans,
trying
I
to
think.
enjoy themselves and participate. I'm like, I swear to fucking God. That was my bad. That was my bad. Take full responsibility. Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so hold on. Wait. So,
Yeah.
so Cass shoots Harry, goes in, tries to do the ritual, and it kills her.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that humans can do.
Yeah, it's only made for fish love.
And Harry tried to make it look like it was Harry, but that was actually Cass's body.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to get us to do the ritual, to complete it, while and then he's gonna reap the benefits of that somehow. I don't
The
really know.
ritual was only for people like me. But you refused to believe it until the island itself spoke directly to you. Haha Folgafen. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual.
Okay.
A
Okay.
slow and
Wait,
painful
what?
death.
I don't know, but apparently it's important.
I think it's
Does
the
it, like,
ritual where I become water animal forever.
Oh, does it like it settles your water animal status?
Oh,
Yeah,
Like-
because it seems like there's a choice where you could become water animal never.
water animal never or water animal
Like,
forever.
It doesn't seem like she has much choice.
So you faked your
And-
own demise and left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off.
Okay.
Let me move forward. Wow, this game is like you stand right here and listen to the story.
But so why? Why would this make her do the ritual?
I'm not sure. I guess because she thinks that Harry thought it would work, and
And you
but
sent me
Nora
back to
knows
the
that the
Harry,
reason
your picture,
that
the
Harry
key, the
that
dagger.
it didn't work is because
Another one of your
Harry's
scavenger
human,
hunts.
too human. And so Nora's going to be like, okay, well, then I'll do it because I'm not human. It'll work for me. But really, Harry is like, no, it's a bad ritual, man. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't understand why Harry left
I
his glasses.
took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life, the same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me?
Harry's gone mad. Okay, so we were right. Harry did deceive and it's nuts.
I think he's just trying to get her to like go turn into a fish person and live on this island, right?
No, I think he's trying to get her to complete the ritual
Because
so
you
he
knew
can
that I
harness
would
the
never
energy
accept
of
my
a dark
fate,
god
if it meant
somehow.
leaving you.
Oh,
Right,
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
No, you are right.
Understand
You're totally
the
right,
slow
Lee.
and painful death.
You're totally right.
So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead.
yeah. So he faked his own
Got it.
death
And you
because he
chose
knew
to
she
live a
wouldn't
life without
leave
me.
him.
So
Yeah.
I could be who I really am.
It's
I-
the classic dating a
I know you
mermaid
do
problem.
well, my dear
It's
Ruby.
right. Got it. Yes. Okay. So he's not
So
an
many
evil
years
mastermind.
together,
He's
so many
just
moments of love,
a loving husband.
happiness, understanding,
It's a
friendship.
very. Now he's saying, "It's not you. It's me." No, it's not me. It's you. You're a fish
I know
person.
what
Yeah,
you
it's not
tried
me.
to
It's
do,
you. Yeah.
but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry.
I am going to make the exact same decision for myself, but it's not you choosing it.
And leave
It's
you
me.
behind.
Okay, so you got the
I
door.
reject it and return home with you to relish the time that my illness gives us. It's my decision to make.
Yeah, right. I'm saving and doing both. Fucking, what kind of gamer do you think I am? Save game. All right, chap. Yep, override it. Don't give a damn. All right, let's accept the fate
Having a
first.
really good life.
Yeah,
But
that's
not my life anymore.
this
is
is
it?
my, I
Not
think,
after what I've
canonical
been through
ending.
on this island. Not after all I've found out about myself. I can't fool myself anymore. I have to accept what I truly am. And leave you
In a stable frame rate behind. To go into the water.
going back
No!
Just, okay.
Oh, I have control.
think-
I
Yeah,
apologize.
Yeah,
this
you
is
do.
control.
Yeah, it's a video game.
What a lovely melody. I don't believe I've ever heard more than a few notes. Until now.
Okay.
All right, this is like one of my greatest fears is getting sucked into a black hole. I know that's a very irrational fear, but like I didn't realize it was a fear of mine until I
Years
played The
thought
Outer
I was
Wilds.
sick. But the truth is,
Oh.
Now I have to walk into a black hole.
homesick.
It is very disconcerting in the Outer Wilds.
The pain, the suffering. It was all because of how far I was from here.
So how did you get there,
Everything
Nora?
seems
Like,
so
what
far
is
away now.
your story?
No trace of pain, no trace of sickness. Nothing besides this place. It's so pleasant to forget everything else. Nothing matters anymore.
Wait, so like fish life is
I'm getting out of here.
Constant
This is
state.
terrible. I don't want to do this.
No, do it. It's all good.
I'm
It's
finally
good
one
stuff.
of the
It's not a black hole,
thousands
it's a
of minds
Stargate.
Connected to the Icor.
Oh, she's turning into an Odo.
Connected with
I'm
the Elder God.
Okay.
Connected to the Elder God. Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Harry.
Okay.
Harry's
She
sitting
turned
here
into a
bleeding
goldfish.
out in one of his 40 tents. He's fine. Don't even worry about it. Guys, Cassius Longinus says there's an explanation in game. Welcome back, daughter. Flaggle waggle nagoffin floffin. Fafafafafafaff.
Nora.
Nora. Gaius says there's an explanation in game as to how Nora is a part fish person, but we missed it, alas. Well,
Gotcha,
you know, what
okay.
can you do?
I wish this didn't have any.
That's quite.
I wish this didn't have any Lovecraft stuff in it.
What would be the game then?
Just its own thing about fish people and stuff. I just don't see why it has to be Lovecraftian.
Oh, you mean specifically like that language is too reminiscent of literally Lovecraft.
Yeah, and what?
It is. No, I mean there don't need to be. You know, it's like if Darth Vader came in at the end and then you were like, oh yeah, this was a Star Wars game, I forgot. Like, it doesn't need to be connected to a larger mythos.
Right.
It just kind of feels like baggage.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
This is your full. Oh, these are.
I don't
friends
want.
now.
I want to close this fucking game. This is so scary
You
to
know-
me. Oh,
This is
Jesus Christ.
fully. Those are your friends. Those are your.
Right.
Those are. See, this is
okay. Oh,
become
thank
fully
God.
actualized.
Oh.
You're fully
Friend
self-actualized.
Okay.
You're supposed
Are
to
you
feel
ready?
the best you've ever felt.
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2. Don't forget the harmony. 1, 2, 3.
Exit main menu. Yep. Let's go ahead and do the other one. Load
Okay.
game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and load right here. Bang. Maybe this is the wrong one, but I remember this is the one that I did.
I think
save.
it's the right one. The other one was an autosave, so I think
Yeah.
this is the right one.
You were right about one thing, Harry. I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. I
Okay.
know who I really
Okay.
am and where I belong. I know fate has eternal life in store for me. But an eternal life without you is worthless, meaningless.
Wow, I hope that Harry doesn't hear the recording from our last save game,
I
because
choose
she
the
said some
slow
pretty
and
damning
painful.
shit.
I'm going back home.
Yeah.
Bye, Harry! Hey, come back! I don't want to be a fish person! Like,
Harry's like, oh god, like, really, I wanted this. Like, I don't think you and I are gonna work out. I thought this was a really elegant solution for us.
Yeah.
You staged this ruse because you love me. But true love is reciprocal. So I'm also making this decision because I love you.
hi, Harry, fuck you, no, I will be with you.
Our love is greater than fate, lineage, or all the pain I can suffer. Whatever time we have left, we'll spend together. When the time comes, it will be your hand that holds mine. And those beautiful blue eyes will be the last thing I see before I leave.
Just gotta, get back to the old boat here, I guess.
Do you think they can see you?
What was that? What was that? What did that mean? What just happened? Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
So, you didn't find your husband on that island, Mrs. Everhart.
I did find my husband. He wasn't on the island, though.
But what have you been doing these 3 days then? What did you find there?
I don't know. The truth about myself, I suppose. And at the same time, the reason to go back home.
I don't think I follow you.
Even as the
You
player, I don't
ever
think I
met
follow.
Captain Hodgson?
In love? You mean like in a romance novel?
No, that's fiction, Captain. In real life, true love stories don't end with a
Damn.
wedding. They end with a funeral. And the only
Wow.
thing that is that
Jesus
final
Christ.
moment of heartbreaking silence.
Wow,
All
yeah.
the good memories lived together.
Jesus
Honestly,
Christ.
I don't think I've ever felt anything like that, Mrs. Everhart.
Jesus
You love
Christ,
a
Mrs.
husband,
Everhart. Jesus H.
he's
Christ.
certainly a lucky man.
I'm just an NPC, man.
Wow. Yeah. Let me
Both
just.
of those endings are, both of those endings are pretty good.
You know, I haven't been
I-
married
yeah.
for long, but I just think that I would probably not be helping out if I went out to Brit and said, "We'll only know it's true
Okay,
love
are you
at
ready?
the funeral." Like, you know, I think that.
1, 2. Don't forget the harmony.
Amazing.
1, 2.
Amazing, yeah.
All right, I'll watch the credits right now. How's the frame rate on the credits?
That seems pretty good.
Is
okay.
3D art, 3D art, 3D art. Yeah, how many people did this shit, man? Not a lot. Man, that is a tiny ass team. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have someone who's just done a proofreader.
And I mean the puzzle design is really good.
This is clean.
Like, I liked those puzzles quite a bit.
Contaffy? Is that a
Wait,
is
that
the
was
name?
Sarah Almala the whole time.
I
No,
don't know that I
Oh,
realized
that's
that.
demo. It says demo
No.
prototype. Okay, no, I don't think it was Sarah the whole time.
Oh, okay, I see.
Professional chess consultant. Did we miss something?
Oh, there were chessboards in the house. So there was probably like they reached out and been like, "Can you just give us a position that two people that are not competitive chess players would wind up in that wouldn't be embarrassing?" Oh yeah, no, do this. Thank you. We'll credit you.
That's pretty good.
Raw Fury. Oh, there's David Martinez.
Raw
Hi,
Fury.
David. Hi, David. Yeah, I've got the pleasure to meet David a couple times via PC Gaming Show and other gaming events.
I just want you only, want you all the while.
Wow. So I'd classify this as a Neo
Back someday.
like one of the Neo adventure games, like one of the modern adventure games.
What a post-crash adventure game? Like
Well, but no, help me out with that. Like, what is in that category?
Unavowed.
It's this one. It's just this. It's this game.
Retro. It's not retro. It's it looks like there's this. There's like we haven't played Firewatch, have we?
I'm fine.
Whoa, is she?
Don't worry.
Oh no, she's sick, right?
Yeah.
No, listen, let's leave it for today. You shouldn't make any unnecessary efforts.
Really, darling, I'm fine.
You need to rest, Nora. Come on, I'll take you to bed.
Oh, that's fucking depressing. That's good.
Yeah.
It is.
There you
I
go.
wonder if that would have been
Yeah.
no, because this must be like flashback, right? Like this is pre-game,
Yeah.
so that wouldn't have been different in our other playthrough. I would put this in a category with Agent A.
So many years later,
Whoa.
I still doubt
Look.
whether I did the right thing.
Epilogue.
In the end, it didn't matter. You returned home.
Oh,
Gave us
oopsie
our
doopsie.
option. We moved close to the sea and had a few more good years, didn't we? Until you left me that one sunny March morning. I wish I could be reunited with you. But fate has punished me with a
Jesus
long
Christ.
full of an incentive than my work. That's the only thing I have now. My dear old pal.
This and this fucking archaeology I have to do.
Oh my god. Oh, well.
Fate has. What if the dean of your archaeology school was like, "Fate has cursed me with a life." Meaninglessness.
Okay, but will you sign my transfer request though?
Oh shit, yeah. Oh god. Oh fuck. Okay, wait, so I mean
We'd have to watch the. We're gonna watch
Yeah.
the full credits.
We can't.
again?
Yeah, can we not skip? Yeah, that's fine.
The
I mean,
coffin.
We can talk
I don't
about
care.
Neo post crash.
Yeah.
More.
So okay, so
We had a really
these
good
games
life.
they don't look exactly
not
the
my
same,
life
right?
anymore,
But
is
they
it,
do
Mary?
share a
After what I've been
cartoony kind of post World
What
of
the
Warcraft.
what? Whoa, hold on. Wait,
Whoa.
what? What is this?
wait,
Where did
what?
this come from?
What
I
just happened?
What?
Harry Everhart.
Is this?
Wait, but if there's a Phthyla up there, that's
On-
one of Harry Everhart's
Okay, but
parents.
you'll notice that this
No
tree is
kids.
actually circular. So I don't know.
Circular family tree.
Yeah.
It's a family
Yeah.
chorus.
Behind.
That was weird.
Yeah. Okay. So
Going back home.
no, I like this term of neo adventure game. You know, the idea that like there is the adventure game boom, where I had a long little. I like ranting to my friends. You know, a lot of people gossip and
Sure.
stuff. I call my friends and they rant about stuff to me. I rant about stuff to them, and it's never like rants about, oh my god, Jerry is just so hard to work with. None of that stuff. Just like we were ranting to each other about like these eras of games where there's good shit in them. There's good shit in the genre. Like there's good adventure games. There's good
But this
platformers.
is
There's good
but like,
MMOs.
but like it's definitely like I think it's a branch that's like modern adventure games. A lot of them are either retro or they are
Seems so far away
this.
now.
You know,
You know
They're-
what I would say is that this is actually so. This is a
Nothing besides
post
this place.
Dear
So pleasant to forget
Dear
everything else.
Esther, and maybe more importantly, post Gone Home
Nothing matters.
adventure.
Oh, that's my blind spot right there. Is I haven't played those.
I'm finally one of the
So yeah, the walking simulator walking simulators
Does
that
does that also influence like Firewatch and stuff?
yeah, very much.
Okay.
So Firewatch I think is like a pretty direct descendant of Gone Home. So Dear Esther is BioShock. You play BioShock with the voice logs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, imagine that was the only thing that.
And then every because like, so every AAA game now you pick up reel-to-reel recordings and.
Right. Yes. Exactly. So Dear Esther is the game where that is the only mechanic, because you're walking around and it's just audio recordings and
Only they patented it. Yeah.
If only they'd patented it, exactly. Leaving money on the table. And then and so then Gone Home is that with like the most basic lock and key puzzles. Like, you are in there's a locked door and you're in this room and you got to search the room for a key, and then that lets you into the next room. But I think it opens the door for like gameplay can be walking around sort of and exploring and learning about the space that you're in. Mm-hmm. And then like, now let's go back and put puzzles in that rather than starting with the puzzles.
That doesn't feel quite on the nose of what this game is. This game definitely, like, the spaces feel like they're there to serve the puzzle, but aesthetically there's a lot of overlap there. And then like you've got like Outer Wilds.
Okay, but how is this not missed? No, wait, sorry. Keep going on Outer Wilds, because I want to hear.
Outer Wilds feels like a game like this, but like with a larger and different style of scope. But it feels similar in some very important ways. Like, it's got a lot of that walking around, finding pieces of story. There's something else that unites all these things, though, too, which is a cartoonish aesthetic that's been like really in vogue for like the last couple decades, maybe last decade. And it's I think of it as like post World of Warcraft, where like if you were going to build something from the game, like as a hobbyist, you would absolutely know exactly what kind of like foam you would use. I guess it's like everything is an inch thick, chunky spray painted foam, which I think that comes from Warcraft 3, because they were like, we need to see these foot soldiers, we need to see these footmen from a bird's eye view. They are going to need really chunky pauldrons, right? And then I think from that.
Okay, but I'm going to push back a little bit, because like there's no chunky pauldrons in this. Like I recognize the similarity, but
there's chunky. There's definitely hobby foam, there's definitely a lot of objects in this that are cosplay foam material, like a lot of the signs and a lot of the
I'm sorry to derail you after the derail, but like you're talking a lot about, there was like, because I thought you were going to be describing like gameplay style when you talked about like the Neo adventure game, and it sounds like you're talking now about the art style, which is like the generally low polygon.
There's that too. I'm talking about like a particular. I'm talking about a subgenre that's defined by.
I think those are two separate things. I think that you also see, because there's also a. Well, no, I take it back. But I see this style that you are talking about all over like the Unity asset store, right? Like this kind of relatively low poly, cartoon shader, medieval fantasy style.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I would say not a lot of them are exactly that, but it's like a lot of these games have their own particular look. Like, this game and Outer Wilds look very different, but they share some.
I'm gonna try to make a stab at what you might be saying, Lee, and I might be wrong, but also we need to see what happens, because they finished the song.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
No coughing.
Yeah, no coughing. No coughing.
So many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing.
I
lied to you for the first and last time. And even if it was to free you from pain,
I turned down the volume.
suffering,
Sorry,
and death,
everyone.
I deceived you. But I've paid such a high price for my deceit, Nora. Fate has punished me with a long and
This
Harry!
dude's determined to be sad.
Harry.
The only thing I have now.
He still thinks Sheath believed him when he tried to lie.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I wish there was a third option where you could like send a note that's like, "I know you lied to me, but it's okay. I'm going."
Yeah.
Everything.
You're a bad liar, Harry.
I can hardly handle anything. I'm nothing but a monument to misery.
Life has cursed me with a professor's existence.
Okay, so before any reactions to the game are allowed, Lee, I'm gonna try to take a stab at what you're trying to say, or not what you're trying to say, because you wouldn't be trying to say
What the bucket of games is that I'm referring to.
Okay, so I feel like there is this thing that has happened in the last 15 years or so, which is a heavy push towards, hey, what if we made a game whose purpose was to help the player have an experience? And then there's another category of games which feels like they say, fuck this player. So for instance, Dota 2 doesn't give it hates you. Dark Souls, these tough-ass platformers, a game like Rust, Escape from Tarkov, most competitive games, these games where there's a brutality and a complexity to them, and the point of it is living within that space. Whereas, I played, for the first time in a while, a AAA open-world game, which was Immortals Phoenix Rising, formerly known as Gods and Monsters. And, I mean, it has a lot of rounded edges. Anytime I want to go somewhere, it just pathfinds for me. It's just, and big beams of light emit from the ground, and I walk towards the beams of light. And whenever there's enemies, the combat is just very straightforward, even on hard. And I sort of understand what the sort of intellectual push is to some of these games that have a lot of rounded edges, a lot of smoothness, a lot of let's help you along, let's try to appeal to as broad a group of people as possible, etc., etc., etc. Because there are people who sit down and play a little bit of Dota and they go, what am I even trying to do in this game? And the answer is, if you play for 500 hours, I can answer that. But for now, go here, now click this, now go here, now click this. Hey, you lost, but you did a good job, right? Like, it's a horrid experience for so many people. But it's, if you think about like a user testing standpoint, if everything's really smooth and nice round edges and stuff like that, you get that sort of smooth gameplay. But I feel like this also happens with art too, where there's, a lot of the let's just sort of take that general game art kind of look, that Team Fortress,
smooth,
I just
chunky,
colorful.
I think there's, you know what I would call it? I would call it Imagineered. Like, I would call it Disney Ride.
Yeah, like the art style in League of Legends looks in many ways like the art style in World of Warcraft and Overwatch. To me, looks very similar.
League of Legends is very not a Disney ride.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like if Disney Imagineering was run by people that loved anime. Like, that's to me what the League of Legends art style is. Right,
but that's like not a. But League of Legends is a more. I actually haven't played it, but it's more of a esport. It's less of a we're gonna not walk you through, but we're gonna guide you through a story, right?
Yeah, but the reason I say this is that I feel like there's this modern, focus group tested, how do we mitigate risk kind of attitude that even if you're a small indie company, you're gonna have publishers. What about how do we make sure that it's accessible? Okay, that art style I think is okay and is appealing and stuff like this. And because there's this pressure to try to create this broadly accessible thing, I think that there is a trend towards this smooth, rounded game experience plus this smooth, rounded art style. Which, even though the art and the design are very clearly two completely different parts to the game, I see more games that look like Call of the Sea in the last 5 or 10 years
Yeah.
both in terms of the gameplay and in terms of the art style. Like when you look at the game, I go, "Oh, it's game art. That's the genre of art." You know, it's like
Right.
like when I look at Dark Souls, I'm like, "That's Gothic inspired art." When I look at that, I'm like, "Oh, it's game art." You know.
I wouldn't call it game art. I would call it more. I actually do like my little Disney thing. I would call it like Disneyland.
Well, you're watching Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
kind of Clone Warsy to me.
Kind of Clone Warsy. But it's like, it just feels a lot like when you go to Disneyland and you're in line for like the, I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean is like always very much that way, but like it's the same with like the Indiana Jones ride and stuff, where it's like things that are arranged out.
Right.
You know,
Okay,
it's like a
yeah.
Disney cartoon, but rated PG-13 because we're tough. Like that's the art side. It's a little bit more mature than like the childish Disney cartoonish look.
Sean, I agree with you. I think you're right, but I also think that that approach to it is a little bit dismissive, and I do think that there's a kind of a cancerification rather than just like imitation. This isn't, I think, just there's some level of companies that say like this is an appealing art style that games do, and we will sort of like do something safe like that. But I also think that it's genuinely appealing, and that there are different studios that will sort of have a different vision that kind of converges on similar looks, because it looks good, and it looks good in a video game.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important thing to just say. Like, ooh, Sean, that sounds maybe a little too cynical for what's actually happening, because it's almost like what we've talked about before with art and craft, where craft, I feel like, is hey, there's been millions of hours of research into what people do and don't like. You know, like, I don't care how visually cool you think this is, a lot of data shows that this will not appeal or will be confusing or so on and so forth. So, of course, you're going to see common building block elements to that. And it is still really hard to do the art direction like was done in Call of the Sea. And how many times did we say, damn, that looks beautiful, I wish you guys could see this, when the frame rate was better? We said that all the time. I do have much more cynicism on the design front with regards to, you know, games that are so overly smooth. I'm like, what, am I even playing something? Why not just strap me into the chair and then just have someone come to my house with the joystick and play the game for me? You know?
Okay, can I jump in here with an amazing... Okay, I have to. I think you'll appreciate this. So you know I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Here's what Sea of Thieves does. It tries to do both. So you start a tall tale. It's like, oh, you have to go on the trail of so-and-so, who's this old pirate who's become a pirate lord, and, you know, it's spooky and blah, 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 and it's, like, very Disney-fied. You go there, you go to the island, you sail there, you start on your thing, it's this amazing quest, you put the key in the door, and the door opens, and there's this, and you're doing all this stuff, and you're in this amazing vault and stuff, and then you come back outside, and your fucking ship's on fire because, like, 2 guys from Ohio just came by and, like, blew it up while you were in there, and, like... They just like swear at you, and then like then you have to start over because your ship got sunk.
Yeah.
It's it's amazing. It's such a tension between
Yeah.
They're trying to deliver like an adventure inside of an esport. Like
it's
great.
I heard Sea of Thieves explained about a year ago in a way that finally made it click. Because when I first played it, I was like, "What do you mean there's no progression at all and there's nothing to do? It's just whatever I do." Oh, and I turned it off after 2 hours on stream, disgusted. I was like, I can't believe I installed this. And then someone said, oh, you know how in EVE Online you have to like mine asteroids for like what would be like 1/10 of minimum wage in real life, with nothing more interesting happening for a year and a half until you have enough money to buy a ship and do something interesting? Well, Sea of Thieves just starts you with a ship and you can do all the interesting stuff right away.
Yeah.
And it's even, and I went, oh, that's a really good comparison. So it's like, yeah, dude, just like fuck around with anyone you want to, start wars, and the stakes are pretty low because it takes like 20 minutes to get back to where you are.
Right.
Sea of Thieves is more... It's Overwatch. It's more like Overwatch than it is like an RPG. Like...
Yeah.
Than an RPG. Okay, yeah.
Because there's no leveling or anything. I mean, you do build like... you're doing it all for the achievos, and you get stuff that lets you get more money more quickly. Ultimately, at the end of the day, all you're doing it for is like hats. Like you're just trying to buy like
so
fun
it's Team
outfits.
Fortress. It's not Overwatch. It's Team Fortress.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
Overwatch is suits, and Team Fortress is hats, and that's the
Exactly.
core distinction.
Go ahead.
If I can wiggly worm
Yeah,
this way
yeah,
back, because this went on. This is like, what does it mean to be Neo Adventure? And I was trying to be like, oh yeah, because like Neo Adventure to me is sort of like the idea of the mechanics of an adventure game, but like highly smoothed to try to make sure that you solve the puzzle. So it's sort of like the act of, well, there's only 10 possibilities. Let me try this and this and this, and oh, it looks like one of the first 5 we did was good. Cool, so I get to move forward. And that I feel like is like these post 1995 adventure games, even whenever they came out, like that really are trying to get you to get through the game. And at no point did we ever really get stuck. We scratched our chins a little bit, but then we moved forward. And I mean, I think that I personally really enjoyed the game a lot. I take some issue with the characterization of Nora because I just found her to be comically callous the entire game. Especially at the end when she's turning into her Icor self.
Right.
But, I find endings in games really hard to do. Or endings in writing really hard to do, especially in games. But
I also think that there's a first-person narrative thing where, like, she's narrating the whole time, which, is necessary for us to get information about what she's seeing and what she's experiencing. But my wife is just playing the Spider-Man for PS4. And there's a bit where like Mary Jane is sneaking through a military campsite and talking to herself constantly, like narrating what's going on. And for me, it was very disconcerting because she's like trying to sneak around right behind this armed soldier, and at the same time, she's like talking out loud. That's where I need to go. And there's a game quality where it is necessary for the telling of this kind of story, or at least as we understand how to tell this story right now.
Yeah.
That I think is detrimental to some of the, like, what we're actually seeing, what we're experiencing, whether that's this character comes off as really callous because they're describing things in a way that's good for puzzle solving. Or this is a character who's, talking to herself while she sneaks around.
Shouldn't she just be talking in her own head with like a bunch of reverb and echo?
With a bunch of echo, yeah. That would be.
God, what was it about this game? I felt like it. A lot of narrative stuff just didn't land, but was still really good. Like there was a lot of original, interesting narrative, but it was like it didn't quite. Like it's kind of a head scratcher at the end, and not in the way that I think it's meant to be.
Here's almost how I would say. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, but go ahead. I thought you
were
done.
Go ahead. That's literally the whole MO. No,
thank God. I'm like, if I interrupt Lee again, Lee's gonna message me and be like, "See you never again, Sean." I'm like, I deserved it. Oh.
Furthermore.
Now all I have left is a life of misery with my work. I almost feel like if our character had absolutely no narration at all, except that we knew that our name was Nora, so whenever we were referenced. I loved the clippings, the writings, the piecing together of what was happening in the environment. I loved the progressions, seeing the illustrations on the walls and trying to piece this sort of stuff together. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And then Nora would come in and be like, "It's so strange, I can hardly care at all about the fact that I've just had a daydream. Everything feels handy-dandy now that I'm on the Island." There was so much of this like, "Oh no, Harry, are you okay?" 1 hour would pass. "Oh, that's strange. I feel at home." There's a lot of that sort of stuff where Nora, the character, I felt disconnected from, but the environment and what was happening and the story of the Explorer, I thought was terrific. Like, I really enjoyed sifting through that stuff.
Yeah, I dug this. I think I have fewer complaints. I understand where you are coming from, both of you, but I think stuff landed a little bit better for me. And there's some of it that yeah, I think I understand exactly what you are saying and what your complaints are, but I enjoyed the experience, and I am, I think, very much a fan of this sort of adventure game, this Neo adventure game that is smoothed out, that's focused more on sort of the experience of being a puzzle solver rather than the frustration of solving complicated puzzles.
Right.
Yeah, I would probably give this game like a 9. Like I if someone was like, "Hey, would you recommend Call of the Sea?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I would," because it took us.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Yeah, it took us like 9 hours, 9.2 hours according to this. 3.5 hours of which was my frame rate issue. And for any of you who are curious, the game ran like butter on my computer. Again, it's just for games that especially do a lot of like fancy shader magic and stuff. It's hard to send a stream to my encoding computer and send a stream to Sean and to Lee, all at the same. Oh, and also using an audio setup that requires my CPU. That is just a lot.
It's so funny that we don't. Oh, it's funny that we don't usually explicitly say that we would recommend a game. You know, because usually, like, if we like a game, we just tear it apart, right? Because we're like,
of course.
Well, this is cool. There's a lot to really sink our teeth into here, and we're gonna leave it bloody, you know, like. But yeah, of course, it's like, the question: would you recommend it? Yeah, I'd be like,
yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, it's very, very solid. But I think that, and this is not a criticism as much as it is an observation. Again, the games that want you to have the experience. Oh God, I'm trying to think of an example of this that isn't controversial, because the controversial examples involve randomness in the game. But whatever. Okay, so I heard someone describe that Mana Screw in Magic the Gathering. So again, any of you that don't play Magic, it's a card game where some of the cards are spells, some of the cards you draw are resources to cast those spells. So if you don't draw any resources, you literally don't get to do anything, and you lose. And
Yep.
I heard someone describe that Mana Screw, which is what that's called, you don't draw the resources, Mana Screw is not so much as a problem as much as it is a consequence of all this good stuff that drawing resources does. It's a consequence, and it causes negative things, but it's not a problem. It's sort of like saying, okay, let's not have cars until we've deleted car accidents. Like, and it's not that car accidents are the problem with vehicles. It's just a consequence of letting people drive their own vehicles, which I thought was like.
Did I just?
Yeah, no, you blipped for a second. Everything good?
Yeah,
I'm good.
And
but you were saying that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I thought that this was an interesting description where the idea behind it is that sometimes you create a system that kind of has spikes in two directions, where there is some positives that it creates, and just some of the consequences of that happen to be negative, but that it's extremely difficult to separate into two different chunks and make a system that keeps the good without the bad of this particular system. And I find that this happens a lot with these highly smoothed games, that I find myself going, oh, that was actually really nice. I really enjoyed that. But I rarely have the same feeling of the crazy spikes that we might get with one of the more difficult, challenging, insane, bizarre games that we've had. Like, for instance, the assembling of the skeleton in the dig is one of the greatest moments on this. And it's just like, it's baffling. Or I'm trying to think of some of the most famous puzzles that we couldn't get by, or that were just like weird, or circumstances that we were in where nutty shit was happening.
Sudoku leading into a jump scare is not smooth, right? Like that's the opposite of a smooth experience.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was delightful in a way because it was not smooth, because it was such a like crash bang.
Yeah.
Right. I swear to God, like, part of, like, this feels heretical to say, but at the same time, it's, like, glaringly obvious that, like, getting stuck in adventure games is terrible, and it's also important. It's the only way you can get that, like, good old-fashioned adventure game thrill of getting unstuck. Like,
Yeah.
like it's fun to get unstuck, and so
it creates a sort of tension that you can't really replicate.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what my point is that like one of the consequences of making puzzles that are really hard is that sometimes you wind up mostly walking. But that doesn't make it bad. It's sort of like an inextricable link with that sort of mechanic. The spike is accompanied by the mostly walking. That's not to say that you can't create a mechanism that only sucks, makes you walk, and when you solve it, you don't feel good. It's also not a statement that if you innovate really hard on an amazing mechanic, it can give you all the thrill and the high without any downside. I'm sure that's possible too, but it's like if you're doing classic adventure game stuff, there's an intertwinedness to a lot of this that it's like hard to avoid. Again, it's like the amazingness of drawing exactly what you need in a card game. Well, sometimes you draw exactly what you don't need to, and that's just what that means. Like that's fundamentally impossible to not have both of those.
Right, like as a longtime Magic player, it's like, is it ridiculous that you can play a game where you just can't do anything because you got mana screwed? Yeah, that's terrible. But then it's like, well, what if we did it where like you house rules where you get one land every turn? It's like, no, ew.
No,
I want to. No, that's gross. Then I'm never gonna get that sweet feeling of getting exactly like 3 or 4 lands in my hand. You know, it's like it's just like, what are you, little baby who needs a free land every turn?
But overall, I really liked Call of the Sea. It didn't leave me with really any of the sort of spiky moments that I might have in other games, but I mean, man, it was just a pleasant game. It was very pleasant. It was very pretty.
I agree.
There was a really solid loop where I was like, what should I do? And then I hold tab and I'm like, these are the 2 pictures that matter. Click. I did it. And then again, you go through the loop of like, pretty stuff, what do I do? Look at the book, click 2 buttons, move on. Or maybe the developers are watching us in awe at our puzzle-solving ability. And they're like, only 2% of players have even beaten this game.
2% of players.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think, you know who I'd recommend this to? I'd recommend this to people who are deeply into those, God, are these still even a thing? The hidden object games. The hidden object games with all the stories in them.
Hogs.
I just realized that, like, I've had in my head, like, those are the future of narrative. But then I realized, like, the talk that said that was, like, 15 years ago or whatever. Right. It's like, shit. Like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I don't trust anything that ever says this is the future of that, because I have literally said that. And every time I have ever said it, I have not just been wrong, but I've been, like, so wrong that if I brought it up today, people would be like, oh, I think less of you, because that's, like, some dumb shit. And I'll share one right now. I thought the future of gaming was going to be online.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah. If you thought that Stadia was a trailblazer, none of you got online. I was like, oh, it's amazing, it's a virtual console, and I like bought it, and I like played a racing game with like 1 second ping on my car. So I'd be like, I have to turn in 1 second, click. Like all I did was crash into shit and be like, this is the future because this runs on a Chromebook. Like,
was it one of those things where like as soon as you used it once, you knew it was like it was done, like it was over, or was it different?
Here's the thing: is that like I have only recently figured out how to articulate this, but at the time, I would say I had some weird positive and negative feelings, and I didn't know how to reconcile that. But I feel like if someone put a game in front of me and said, "Sean, evaluate my game, give me feedback on my game," I would say, I'm going to give you two types of feedback. One is the potential I see and the excitement of what could be and where I think that lies. And I feel like when a lot of people give feedback, they only give this. Mm-hmm. The other one is, let's assume it's never changing anymore starting right now.
Oh,
how would I evaluate it as a consumer? So it's evaluated as the potential versus the current as a product. Because a lot of games would get like this happened a lot with Artifact, where almost everyone who played it went, oh my god, I can see the potential. And this is like, they're really different and really cool and really amazing. And the present tense is people, I wouldn't say we're like, it sucks, but it's like they didn't feel enough of a motivation to keep playing it. They were excited to keep tabs on it, but they wouldn't open it up and play 600 hours. Well, some of my friends would. But like, when I played on live, I was like, oh, look at the potential. How amazing would it be to like never have to keep bringing around my StarCraft CD that kept like, getting scratched and not working and stuff, and I'd be like in the middle of a game and I'd bump my CD drive and it would come out, how amazing it would be to not have to worry about all these things, etc., etc. But I would play it, and again, in a racing game, every time I tried to turn, I would either hit the wall before the turn or never turn and hit the wall after it. And that's obviously fucking dog shit, right? But like,
yeah.
But that, where am I going with this?
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I was like, this seems good, bad. But is it good? I think it's the future, right? That's how I reconciled this. Like, it's the future of Star
Wars. To be honest, to be fair, if we take it far enough, it probably will be the future for a while. Like anything will be, right? Like, well, thin clients are the future. No, fat clients are the future. And then that just swings back and forth every 10 years, right? It's like...
What do you mean? Yeah, but what's...
Oh, like a thin client as in like...
As in like online for Stadia.
Yeah, like it's gonna be cloud based. It's like,
oh my god! I thought you meant like, I'm an accountant and I do people's taxes, and some years I do the thin client's taxes, some years I do the, and I have been unable,
like a fairy tale accountant, sort of like,
yeah.
It's
like, I guess
7 years of clients, 7 years of fat clients.
That resonates with me. Like some years I'm a thin streamer, and other years I'm a fat streamer, right? It's just
technicolored CPA. Yeah. Thick taxes for thick people.
All right. Well, we're like amazingly, we finished the game 20 minutes early, and now we're going 20 minutes over. But next week we're gonna play a game called Encadia. I'll send you all the trailer.
I don't even know how you spell
that. Imagine the word encode. Now remove the E from the end and replace it with ya.
Encadia. And
Encadia. Pronunciation. Is there a way to pronounce this? Oh, it's a Chibi Cyberpunk 2062. Great. Cyberpunk point-and-click adventure game. Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hang up on y'all. Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow, everyone. We're gonna play Magic. Bye.
I almost hung up on the Discord like it was a normal call.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can if you want, but if you want to hang here for some banging polka, get ready.